white trash witchery. White trash witchery. That's what we're doing. Okay. So what we're going to be doing is making Poppet Dolls. Now, you might recognize Poppet Dolls as being kind of aligned with like voodoo dolls. This is my first PSA. Voodoo is not meant for white people to be practicing. Any witch that you meet that does practice voodoo is a fucking fake. So don't go to them. It's as simple as that. You'll find that this channel in general is going to be about how you can make... I'm supposed to look at the camera. This is my first video. Let's try this again. Okay, so a Poppet doll is a doll that you use that will represent a person. In today's particular project, it's going to represent moi. So you can use it for any kind of magic. You can use it for love spells, which I don't necessarily condone. You could use it for curses, which I do condone. You can use it for glamour magic, empowerment, all kinds of things, which is basically what we're doing today, because I'm not going to make a Poppet doll of a person on camera. That seems like kind of weird. So I'm going to make a Poppet doll of me. Poppet dolls, excuse me. Poppet dolls, historically speaking, are basically, it's the Middle English word for puppet. It's been used across various different cultures, including European cultures, which is precisely why Poppet dolls are okay for white people to do. So I'm going to do this in two ways today. I'm going to make the more witchy version out of clay. Oh, I forgot to mention, Poppet dolls can be made out of clay. They can be made out of potato. They can be made out of wax. They can be made out of soap. I've made ones out of soap. It's always yielded great results. Today we're going to make it out of clay. So here's what I have. Oh, first we're going to do it the hard way, and then we're going to do it the white trash way. So hard way, you need clay. This is air dry clay. I want to say I spent maybe $11, maybe $9, maybe $7. It was super cheap on Amazon. It also goes a really long way. This is a 5-pound bucket. I've been using it for months, and I still have quite a chunk at the bottom. So we are going to take out a couple little chunks. Doesn't really matter the size. I mean, maybe for some people it does, but for me it doesn't. I'm not a size queen. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little balls is what we're looking for. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what this represents is you got your body, you got your head, you got your arms, and you've got your legs. Okay. So we're going to make this into a person. It doesn't have to be legit. It just needs to be passable. Okay, so we're gonna try this again because they started doing lawn work next door. So I had to like close my garage door. Yes, I practice in my garage. This is my circle. So, okay, so as you can see, I have it already kind of in the position of a man. Go ahead and start making it. You do wanna make your biggest ball, or even like, actually mine's not that big. You wanna make your biggest ball your belly, because we're going to be storing stuff in there like a little baby. So go ahead and start making your guy. So I live in Florida and it's actually super cold right now because it's January. So my clay is already like kind of drying on me faster than I want it to. You can always use water. Oh shit, I don't really, well, yeah, you can use water. I have Sprite here. Sprite's my favorite drink, so this works. Use a little bit of liquid. Oh, okay. Put a little liquid on it. It'll make it a little bit easier to mold. Okay, keep making. So when you're done, you should have a little dude that looks kind of like this. It doesn't, I was gonna say it doesn't look like me, but it's got like my quarterback shoulders. It's very like, it's got my little belly, and it's spread eagle. Am I right, ladies? Okay, so what you're gonna be doing with this, once you have your little guy, you're happy with the shape of it. Size doesn't matter. Honestly, shape doesn't matter. Like literally for this, you could make like a fucking cat. Like you could do whatever you wanted. It doesn't have to be you, as long as it represents you. So what I'm gonna do next with my little guy, I'm gonna go ahead and put him back down, and I'm going to take my notepad or whatever paper you have, and I'm gonna go ahead and write 3 things that I really want to embody over 2020. What do I want to improve on? Oh shit. I hope that's just clay and not dandruff. That'd be embarrassing. So you're gonna write your affirmations, essentially is what this is. I don't really like the term affirmations because it usually like, to me, brings on the image of like light workers, and I'm not really into that. So your manifestations, your statements, your whatever it is that you're trying to bring into your life. So I'm gonna go ahead and write mine real quick. I have for mine, and I don't mind sharing this on YouTube, even though I do think that there's something to be said about power of spells coming from not sharing what you're working on, but I'm not like actually making a doll. I'm just showing you how to. So what I would like to embody in my life is, oh, it's backwards. Okay. I would like to be more thankful for what I have, so more gratitude in my life. I'd like to be more financially stable, so mind my money a little more. I'd like to be successful in all creative endeavors. Who wouldn't? So you're gonna go ahead and fold this. Now this is kind of a preference. I fold and work in powers of 3, which is pretty standard for most witches, I think. My magic number is 9. I really like 9. So the 3 thing for me isn't really like a mother goddess, maiden, mother, and crone thing. It's more of like dividive. You can divide 3 and 9 have something in common. So so I'm gonna fold it 3 times, and then I'm gonna fold it 3 more times. Now I got this little square. That's gonna go the belly. Kind of push it in a little bit so it sticks. So next is, I'm looking a little Eileen Warnos today. That's okay, it's okay. Go ahead and take a little strand of hair. I'm very much into like personal sacrifice. Which can be done in various different methods. Some people are super hardcore and will do blood, which is pretty cool. I wish I was that kind of person, but I'm not, and I have a shitload of hair, so I just use hair. This is how I'm gonna make this about me. Let me just get a little bit out because I'm not trying to like fuck my shit up. Okay, there we go. So I have a little strand, fuzzy hair. You're gonna take your scissors. Oh, this is not easy to do in the camera. I just want a little bit. Wow. Okay. Look, that's my hair. So take your hair strand, do whatever you want with it. Now, if you really want to get into this, I kind of like am one way or the other. Either I'm like super lazy with my craft, or I'm like really into it. Now, if I was super into it right now and not making a video that I don't want to be like a gazillion minutes long, I would braid this. And every single time that I would go through and do my little braid, I would say my affirmations out. I would say, hey man, I want to be more gratuitous. Is that the word? I want to be more thankful for what I have in my life. And I want more success in my creative endeavors. And I want whatever the other one was. So, what was it? I don't remember. Okay. So, regardless of whether you braid it or not, just go ahead and stick it right on your little doll. Okay? It'll stick easily because it's clay, it's wet. So now you're gonna take a little bit more clay. You're gonna cover that bad boy up as best as you can. Okay. Oops. Oops, my head fell off. Okay. So now I got this little turtle, it looks like, kind of, it's pregnant with my intention. Do you kind of get the representation? So it's got my hair in it, which makes it me. It's got my affirmations in it, which makes it, that's the power, that's what I'm trying to do. So what we're gonna do next, and this one is like not really important. Well, it kind of is, it is to me. So I'm like being really open about like my personal craft. I use the color red as the color of like empowerment and magic. So once it's been sealed in red, it's good to go. So I'm gonna paint this bad boy red. You don't have, excuse me. A little side note, what I'm doing right now is like not great because like basically the paint can seal in the moisture. And it can make it rot, right? So like, or mold. So you want to make sure that your guys dry. If you use this brand of air dry, the Crayola brand, which I do, then it'll dry within like a day. That's when you want to paint it. But because I'm trying to show you kind of like an end result of what I'm doing, I'm going to go ahead and paint it now. Here's my little guy. It's still wet. Like I said, wait till it's dry to paint it. Don't be a bad witch like me. So that's the witchy way to do it. Now, what I would do with this now is I would hide it in my closet, in the ground. I'm like a fucking dog. Like I like to bury stuff. So yeah, so that's my little puppet doll of me with its belly full of intention and manifestation for the year of 2020. Now let's do the fun one. Yay, let me put that down. Okay, so this is gonna be really quick. Same thing, you're gonna need, well, wax paper is not important. You're not gonna need the clay. What you need now is you need some kind of figure, which for me, I used my Godzilla doll. He's so cute. I'm kind of a Godzilla hound. Can you tell what? You're going to take your little doll. This could be anything. It could be a Barbie. It could be a fucking dinosaur toy. It could be Godzilla. It could be even just a picture of yourself. It could be anything. You could literally make a little stick man if that's what you wanted to do. You're gonna take your figure. You're going to write your affirmations again, or for the first time, if this is how you're doing it. So you write your affirmation. So you write your affirmations. Fold up your paper. Folded. And take your little strand of hair. This is like, this spot of my head is so jacked up because this is like where I traditionally take my hair from, but I only take a little bit. Okay. So you've got your hair right there. Okay. Here. This time I folded longwise. It's a little easier. It's not an important part. You can do it however you want. I'm folding my hair into my affirmation. So it's kind of there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put it right on the doll. Oh. And then I'm going to attach it somehow. So this is, maybe I should have picked a different doll. Please don't break, please don't break. Okay. There's me. So the Godzilla already represents me in my mind because like I love Godzilla. But also there's things that I can do that make it feel a little bit more authentic. So for example, I have my perfume that I wear every day. It's Victoria's Secret Bombshell. I got it for Christmas. Okay, so spray your little doll. Okay, so now this is me. It has my hair, it has my perfume, my signature scent, and it has my intentions. You're gonna do the same thing with this that you would have done with the really cool witchy Poppet doll. You're gonna just stick it in a hiding spot. So that's basically it. Now for me, I'm gonna have to like do a whole introduction video to kind of explain like the basis of my craft if I'm gonna continue to make these videos. But for me, I'm fairly superstitious. So I do believe that if someone messes with my doll, that it fucks with the magic. So make sure it's a good hiding spot. And like, depending on what you're working on, you can always ask the people in your family to leave that spot alone. Like I have like a little witch box that's hidden. Not like purposely hidden, like people know where it is, but it's like the kids can't get it. So that's that. We made our Poppet doll. It takes literally a couple seconds. Well, a couple minutes, let's be honest. Oh no, that is dandruff. Okay, so that's it. That's my Poppet doll. That's what I'm gonna be doing. We'll see you next week if I don't get hated off the internet for this. Thank you.